we're going live. It's about time for the court case. Mr. Myers versus the state of San Andreas. I guess this is going to be.
Today. It's perfect time to retire.
We got some witnesses not going to show up, which I truthfully kind of figured anyway. And just waiting on the courthouse to open, I guess. See where it goes from there. Buford has his war suit on, ready to do battle with the DOJ. What happened if Buford just takes a leak right here in this fountain in front of these police?
It is a White Widow car.
Doesn't sound very safe to drive.
That man just smashed that fire hydrant, fellas.
He sure did.
I'm not clocked in right now.
Yeah, we're not on duty.
I'm retired at this moment.
Already retired?
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss the party?
No, there wasn't no party.
Oh,
We can't afford no parties.
gotta save that pension, huh?
Mm-hmm. You gotta save it before shit gets too bad.
Mm.
Not when you don't really... Never mind.
Mr. Hoff.
How y'all boys doing?
How you doing,
Good,
Mr.
how about
Hoff?
yourself?
I'm just hanging out, you know, hard day
You
at
rode
work.
up here without your glasses, sir? You usually have some glasses
Man.
on.
I had to go get some diamonds put back in them. I dropped them a couple times. Some diamonds fell out,
Oh, okay.
and you know, I got them up there at that
You must
there's
got
that
the same
jeweler
cheap
on.
ones the judge be wearing.
Oh no, I'm at that jeweler over
Yeah.
there, you know.
Mm. Who the fuck is this guy?
Tony?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Is that you, Tony?
I ain't fucking Tony.
Oh, I thought it was Tony Montana. My bad, boys.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is that Mr. Wade?
Yeah.
How you doing? Good, sir.
You got the disco fever or what? What's going on?
Disco. Good. I don't fucking know.
Holy shit.
I didn't do it.
Damn, no
Who is
excuse
that?
me, nothing. Rude as
No,
fuck.
not at all. Rude
That
ass
guy.
judge.
If I would have had,
Is the other one here?
Damn
Yeah,
it,
somewhere.
man.
Mm. Is the DA here?
Nope.
Mm. On that note, I'm gonna go sit down.
Who was that
Hey,
guy?
sir, how you doing? Sir,
No.
I know a lady named Miss.
Oh,
That's a
Lord.
goofy looking motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Oh no. I disown.
Oh, you disown? Okay.
He walking like he has to
Good
poop.
afternoon.
Hello.
Mr. Myers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I missed a call.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were still meeting up or not.
Well, we was going to, but we're supposed to be at court 20 minutes prior, so
Since when?
he sent it out. Discordia.
That's a late heads up.
I mean, it's no big deal. Everybody's just gathered out front right now, so you're good.
That's fine. I'm on my way up there. I just changed my suit.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, be there in a few.
Yes, sir.
That's that other judge. That's the other. I smell
Whippersnappers.
Man, you know, my suit's at the tailor too, man. I went and looked for my suit, and I guess the tailor came and got it or something because my suit wasn't there. And I was like, where'd my weed suit go? Because it was my one. You know my weed suit. You've seen my weed suit, Green. Both y'all seen it.
Test.
Oh, you know what? That person over there needs your face mask, Green. That match your suit though, wouldn't it? If it had a. Who's that?
Mr. Myers?
Why the
Sir?
fuck you look so weird, Dean?
I almost didn't recognize you, brother.
I didn't either.
Hey, I know how to dress when I need to.
I didn't have. Well, see, I got a bunch of problems going on. I had some diamonds fell out of my glasses, so I had to take them up there to Johnny Dang's, and he's putting my diamonds back in my Cartier frames, and then the tailor's doing some stitching on my weed suit. So yeah, I didn't get to wear my nice suit.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I got shrunk in the wash. Don't lie.
I just know I did a lot of growing weed today, and I had enough time to roll me one up and get here, and not go
There you
pick
go.
up my glasses or my
Mm.
weed suit. So this is how I'm here, boys. But Johnny Dang is putting them diamonds up there in my glasses. He's up there on the corner somewhere. I think it's that way. I can't remember.
Bug it.
Well, I guess let's go in here and try to find a seat.
I call shotgun.
What the fuck? Oh, fine. I get the AK.
No electronic devices. I mean, I can't have my phone.
Nope.
What we're concerned about.
Dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Oh, I'm sorry, boys. I'm just trying to hype myself up real quick.
No, you're fine.
No need.
I
Yeah.
object. Oh, sorry. Just sorry.
Oh, that sound nice. That was
You just
good
prepping yourself, it's
practice.
okay. At least you're
Oh,
prepping.
what the? All right, you need to
We
chill the
go,
fuck
you
out.
come
You
here.
need to chill the fuck out.
Who is that guy? Did I
That is
hear that
Mrs.
that was
that's
Miss
Mrs.
Wong's
Wong's
dad?
dad. That's
You need
Mrs.
to
Hey.
Wong's
sit
dad
on the
right
other
there.
Hey,
bed.
sir. Let me tell you about your daughter. I do have a restraining order on her, but if you're anything like her, that
She's
you need
not
to
my
go.
daughter. I disown.
If you carried on what she's carried on to the folks in this
She
city,
did.
that's no
I
good.
mean, she did say Super
Sir,
Soaker.
please sit yourself on the other
Hey,
bed.
Mr. Judge, Mr. Jace.
Jace Carter, yes, sir.
Okay. You mind if I have a word with you?
Absolutely.
Wait out there 1 second. Let me have a word with this officer real quick. Officer, are we making sure that everybody is clear of all items that are not supposed to be in the courtroom? I hear the metal detector going off.
I'm not on duty.
Oh, gotcha. Do we have an officer on duty?
I don't.
Okay. You handle this. I have to go talk to some.
She is having issues flying in.
Yes, nice.
Y'all want me
can
to
you
watch the door?
please go watch the door?
Okay, I'll watch it.
I'll go watch the door.
See,
Damn.
I do need all of y'all to stand up. I do need to check you guys.
Who wants to go first?
I'm sorry. What was that?
We do need
We
to
just need to
search
check
everybody.
y'all.
Judge just asked us to.
All right.
What's going on? What's going on?
So if you just come with me over here.
I don't think this is
Oh no, me
appropriate.
gotta go. Me gotta go.
Okay, we can
I will
switch,
get him.
That's
You
fine.
get
You
the lawyer.
take him, I take the lawyer.
Lawyer, you fine with me searching your client? Just to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Just
Alrighty, sir, you're good to go.
Alright.
Alright, Mr. Hoff, stand up for me, please.
Alright, you're good, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I got the white jacket. Can you? No, I don't think you can get past.
It's alright, I can get him. Alright, Mr. Hoff, you're good.
I am gonna have to check you too, sir. If you just.
Oh
stand up.
yeah. Put hands on me.
Yeah.
I'm a
No,
big
please
boy.
turn around. Please
Oh,
turn
yeah, I
around.
turn
I
around
don't
for
want to
you.
do it from the front. Okay.
Jesus.
Thank
Wait,
you.
so you want to? Never mind.
No.
What?
Shut up, Rick. No.
Come on, search. Search deep.
No, I'm good.
Mm.
You're fine. You're fine.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
He just mad. He want to sit on my lap.
Hey, Beeford.
Yes, sir.
I want to have a word private real quick.
Yeah.
We may call you up to one of the offices up here. Let me get Mr. Hayes.
Sounds good.
Should I have grabbed some of the jewelry I made?
It won't be necessary.
Okay.
No, it won't be necessary.
Alright, and
Things going like they're going. We might not even have a case.
oh really? Oh, shit, where's the DA?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Speaking of, where is the realtor?
I emailed him and he said he wasn't going to be able to make it.
Wow. Alright, it is what it is.
Which it wouldn't make no difference because we have Mr. Hoff here. Mr. Hoff has purchased a house and he can walk us through his process. And I'll ask him if he was, required to do anything before calling anybody or anything like that.
Sounds good.
So, well, I mean, there's always a backup plan,
Yeah, sounds good to me. Feel pretty good about this.
I'm feeling better and better every second, to be honest with you.
Since this is first case and our first time dealing with each other, I want to split if we do win this 50-50 down the middle.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Might not be necessary, but that's what I want to do.
All right. Well, I mean, that's your choice.
It's our first time being in business together. I might need you again in the future. You never know. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
making it better, better.
Right. Just remember, if you do fall out and hold your neck.
And smack my window. I mean, hold my head
Yes.
tightly after it hits the window.
Yes, absolutely. The more injuries, the better.
Yeah. Sir, how'd you break
Allegedly.
your wrist? I was stopping near your back. I didn't want to break my pretty face.
That's right. That's right. Well, this should be interesting. I guess they're gonna have to search us again before we go back.
We never did step out though.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Since we never went outside, do we have to be researched or no?
No, you're good.
No.
All right. Thank
you're
you.
fine.
Ba-dum bum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Y'all fellas are probably too young to even know what that was.
Just a little bit, sir, but you can refresh me.
Used to be a show back in my day called The People's Court. That song always played when people walked in.
Oh, you talking about Judge Judy?
Nah, The People's Court.
Wait.
All right, I'm gonna ask
I think I-
everybody. I'm shouting so I can ask everybody. Anybody need food or water before the court case begins?
I'm good. Appreciate it.
Good.
Mr. Off, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mr. Wu Tang, you good?
Yes, sir.
Ain't
yes,
no
sir.
way that man's name is Wu Tang. I did that to a blunt roach one time, and it hurt bad. Ain't gonna lie.
You went woo and then a tang.
Like it's where like you get down to like the end of it and
I
it's
didn't
stinging
know-
your fingers and you just right down into you. It hurts.
Because I was kind of
It hurts. You know what I did? Chased it with a shot of fireball.
no.
That was a
chambers,
bad idea.
chambers,
Real bad idea.
chambers.
When's
I
everything
don't-
a good idea for you?
I wouldn't put that on nobody. I don't recommend nobody do that.
It was.
Hello,
was
Mr.
clear, I
Wim.
couldn't see it.
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing.
How come they get special treatment?
I know, right?
This is starting to look one-sided. I don't know how I feel about this.
I object. I'm not even a lawyer, but I
I ain't
object.
gonna lie. I did some drinking in the weed shop while I was working before I got here, and when I pulled up, I might have hit the fire hydrant. Not
Might
gonna lie
hell,
about
I seen it go up like a gusher.
hey, well, we're gonna say you didn't see it, but yeah, yeah. What are you doing, Mr. Wu Tang?
You felt lonely.
Hey, Dean.
Hey,
Ooh, you big strong
I'm not-
man.
from what I know about your past and where Wu Tang's from, I feel like y'all wouldn't get along too good, Mr. Beefy.
Don't tempt me, boy.
Bacon!
Listen, boy, don't tempt me, sir.
Buford, they're in the trees again.
Hey, don't
Ooh,
mess
me
with him
sat
like
next
that.
to you. You the one get the big bucks, right?
Where's the officers, man?
You get the big bucks, right?
Hell,
Ooh, you sat down next to me.
I'd like to see better.
Hey, Dean, ask that man for a fortune cookie. It might be good luck.
I don't know if it reads karma though.
Mm.
I will take the winning lottery numbers though.
I think all of us would take that shit. Oh, he getting
You
real close
smell
and friendly.
good.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's
What-
called
What'd you say your
body
name
wash. You
was?
should try it.
What'd you say your name was, sir?
Oh, Mr. Wong.
Mr. Wong. Well, you got some big old ears, Mr. Wong.
Yes, yes, I can hear him scream my name.
Mm.
You know what we used to do with them ears over in Vietnam, sir?
What's that? What's that?
Put them on our belts. They never heard us coming again.
I
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Buford, I might have to borrow your cane in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You keep a 6 foot rule.
I
This
give
game-
him my necklace. You wrap this thing around his throat. Hey, he ain't gonna breathe much longer. Just keep it good. Keep it good. You
He
know.
might like that, Wim. Just remember, he
Oh
looks like
no.
that type.
Oh, hey.
I wish the army would have let me
Turning
keep
purple.
my. I wish they'd let me keep my piano wire.
Mm.
Is that what you use to take off the ears?
No, that's
Or
what
do
I
you have
used
a
to
good old
use when I
Bowie
went down
knife?
in the tunnel.
You know what I think you need to have? A piano in your office now.
What's that?
I said you need to have a piano in your office now.
Mm-hmm.
Safety precaution.
He's weird.
Man, every time I see them, I can feel the dirt on my face and I can smell Saigon.
That man tried to grab my nuts.
That's weird. That's real weird.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's back. No. No, get away from me, sir. Get away from me, sir. I don't like it. No,
Mm.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm entrapped. I'm entitled to compensation.
Mhm.
This man, no.
Oh, oh, he's trapped.
Damn, he Jackie Chan right over the fucking dashboard. Did you see that?
You can to that one dude, Scorpion, you know, of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I've never seen more athleticism in my life. Did y'all see that? How old's that man? And he just did that. I mean, Buford. I don't know.
I work out. I stretch. I keep healthy and limber.
Oh no, don't come over here. No, no.
Oh,
Gotta
I'm
go.
flexible.
I seen him jump like that before.
Oh,
I'm flexible.
oh
Mm-mm.
no, he is flexible, but that's Miss Wong did that one time in the back of my taxi car.
Mm.
That don't surprise me. Daughter's a whore.
I heard she
Oh,
got scratched.
Mr. Wong be back.
Okay, so when he comes back in, we yell he has a pipe bomb. Got it.
He might come back with that Agent Orange chicken.
Mm.
That's not chicken. That's cat.
Yeah.
Might be
So
possible.
at what
Who
point
knows?
does this become a mistrial?
Hell if I know.
Now?
Okay, I'll go ask them what they're talking about. They're just back there. In that room over there to the right.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yo, Win,
I'm gonna go to jail.
you might want to lay off the joints a little bit if you're gonna be looking
I'm-
at kind of sussing.
I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. Buford, I'm not gonna be here to say you're hearing, sir.
I mean, I hear what your mouth is saying, but for some reason, I don't think that's what you're thinking about.
Well, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna go to my vehicle. I'm gonna get my crowbar. I'm gonna take his ear and I'm gonna give it to you. You ever seen an ear be taken off with a crowbar? Cause it can happen.
Oh, we used all kind of things. You wouldn't even believe it.
Hey, say I won't.
Is that conspiracy, Mr. Hall?
Hey, you shut your mouth and worry about what you gotta worry about.
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm hurting him. I'm bend him up like a Tahitian pretzel.
You gonna bend what?
You heard me right.
What are you
gonna
studying
have to
for,
lift.
sir?
Hey, I know what happened the last time we made fun of someone for stuttering. I don't think it occurred yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh man, they need to get this show on the road. 27 minutes in already and nothing.
I'm a bend him.
I don't think you're being to what you're saying and you're being to what
How
you're
much you wanna
thinking. They're
bet?
two different beings.
How much you want to bet, sir?
Oh,
He
yeah.
gonna go bend him.
You a handsome man. Handsome.
He gonna bend him like pretzel.
Mm.
Ooh, I like 30. Come back.
What
come
the
back.
fuck?
Rude ass.
Okay.
He wanted it. He wanted it.
I was talking about the judges running
He
out.
wants more, but he ain't gonna get it. If he gets anything, it's gonna be Buford's cane
Like I said, Buford, it seems like one side is getting
upside his
special
head.
treatment.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on right now.
In a lost
Honestly, it's
case.
just kind of this should have already been called.
For real, shit. I'm losing money at the shop right now.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Sometimes it goes too far.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't quit looking at me, Buford, I'ma hurt him.
How it's gonna go, I guess.
I want to file a restraining order.
So where is it he wants?
Kind of ridiculous.
I think he
Yeah, this
carries
would've been
that
a
scratch
mistrial
in
if you
him.
didn't.
You can
If
stay right
you-
outside.
this was
You're
you.
not going in there.
So this is an automatic win already? I already see it.
Yeah. It's gonna go in their favor the way it's going. Seems like especially in one way.
I might go to
What?
jail. I want that dude's ear. Man, I was in my apartment the other day playing this thing called 6 Days in Fallujah, man. And now I just want to take his ear bad.
Everybody still good on food and water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be.
Who wrote this on the floor here?
What the hell is going on?
Mind if I sit here, sir?
Just sit down.
I would not
Damn.
sit beside him, Green. Green,
Why?
why would you?
What happened?
You're in Wim's view
You
of
know who
sight.
Mrs. Wong is, correct?
Want me bad.
I think at this point you need to have a
Wait,
talk to the
what
judges.
You know who Miss Wong is, right?
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Dean?
And you
At
know,
this point, somebody's
shit
over top
carries in
those judges.
genetics, right?
I mean, as long as he don't do nothing funny, he'll be alright.
Oh, I'm about to cut a zero off.
There'll be no doing of that.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
I'd hate for you to go to jail today. Don't do that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to get the crowbar. I'll be back.
Alright, you'll be tased when you come back.
Why, bro?
Damn.
Mr. Justice.
Ma'am.
All occupants in the gallery that are present in the gallery, if you would like to hear better, I suggest sitting on the front row, if not the second row from the front. Just for better, better listening. Thank you.
Just remember, Dean, Wong's been underneath that chair.
That's fine. I stay on top of things.
Jesus.
Oh.
You're just gonna say
You're
on
right
behalf.
there, Buford.
I understand, sir. We've been waiting a while. Your back might be hurt.
Yeah.
Take the office chair 3000.
I feel so tall in this shirt.
Yeah, what's your name, sir? Sir, right chair next to me, sir. Mr. Wong, Mrs. Wong's dad.
What was that? What's that?
So what's your name, sir?
Mr. Wong.
Mr. Wong, okay. How you doing, Mr. Wong?
Hong
Oh, his
Dong
name
Long
is just
Wong.
literally Mr. Wong. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure, she
No,
might have her
no,
mother's name.
no. The name is Hong Dong Long Wong. Just call me Mr. Wong.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Wong. Hey, they got stuff to cover that nowadays, right?
You left the building. I'm gonna need to search you again, sir.
I did not leave the building, sir.
Where'd you go, sir?
To get me a drink.
I still need to search you, sir. You said you were going outside to the car to get something.
I did not.
You can get you a man unit to cover
I'm gonna need you to stand up, sir.
Sir, I did not leave the building, sir.
Okay, I need to search you, sir.
For what reason? I didn't leave the building.
Oh, you had a strange feeling? Tell me that. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, I can hear you.
Well, if
clearly.
I just went to get
Yeah, I
a
was
drink
just
out of the
saying
drink
that
machine.
maybe you want to get like a man unit
For
up
the reason
there.
that it's a federal building, we reserve the
yeah,
right to
yeah.
search you at any
Yeah, they got some
Yes.
good ones.
Well, I
So
mean,
you
I
gonna be
gotta be
compliant,
here.
sir?
Yeah.
I'm just
I
telling you,
haven't
I
needed
went and got
one
a
yet,
drink.
but I looked into it just
So
in case, I get to that point.
I don't know what you're trying to say. This one got me a drink out of the drink machine.
Okay, and
You
I'm
sit
trying.
there
I'm
and
trying.
watch.
I didn't see you, sir.
I mean, I don't know
Mm.
why. I
Why
mean,
is that?
I
I
mean, does
seen you.
does it look like I have eyes in the back of my head?
Mm.
I mean, I seen you.
You're your daughter. What she do?
What hasn't she done?
Hey,
That is true.
I'm just telling
She
you.
disgraced the
I went to the
family.
drink machine and got me a
Mm.
drink. That's what I did.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. I just hope that you don't try to actually kill her.
Oh, shit. Uh,
Damn, he's hitting his own lawyer.
Yeah, I understand you're a little nervous. Come here, let me give you some water.
if I can get up again, there we go.
Wait.
Now's your chance.
I
Go.
got this.
Thank you.
No problem.
I hope.
Me too.
Hello, gentlemen.
That's a good-
This court is now in session. I welcome you all here today as we begin the proceedings of case number CJ1001 in the matter of Myers versus the state of San Andreas. Before we proceed, I would like to remind everyone present of the importance of the matter before us. To the attorneys representing those prospective parties, I urge you to conduct yourself with professionalism and integrity as you advocate for your clients. Failure to do so will be in violation of Title 4, Section 3, Contempt of Court. This also includes the gallery at the rear of the courtroom. As we proceed, I ask everyone in attendance to mind the principles of justice and fairness that form the foundation of our legal system. It is my duty to ensure that these principles are upheld throughout the course of this trial. With that being said, let's begin the opening statements. Prosecution, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. And I ask if you all will please yell.
Your Honor, this is a seemingly simple case of trespassing and alleged theft. The evidence is clear, and it would be the evidence presented here as to the reason for Mr. Myers' arrest and the charges that are suggested to be put before him are trespass, robbery, and shooting an officer.
Defense, you may approach and proceed with your statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I won't take up everybody's time since we've already wasted so much precious time as it is, seeing half of us had to be here 20 minutes early and the rest just show up when they want to. I would like to say on the case of burglary, trespassing, and assault that my client is, we're here to prove that he wasn't guilty on any of these things. And just as well as injustice was served to my client, it could be served to anyone else in here under the same circumstances. So that's what we intend to do today here, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, counsel. All right, let's proceed with evidence. Defense, you may call your first witness. Actually, hold on. Prosecution, do you have any witnesses to call?
None beyond those in this courtroom or in the case, Mr. Revy and Mr. Myers. I'll proceed to the defense.
All right. Well, Wade Odin, please come up to the stand.
Sir, will you please raise your left hand for me? Do you solemnly state that the testimony you give made in the case now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalties of perjury?
Yes.
You may be seated.
Mr. Wade, for the court, will you state what your profession is, sir?
Mechanic.
So you are a mechanic, or you own a mechanic shop, or?
I own a mechanic shop. I am the mechanic, the head mechanic of the shop.
And how long have you been a mechanic, sir?
Damn near since the day I could walk.
Okay. And in your profession, do you find it possible for people to take, let's say, local cars and make lights flash on them?
Yeah.
How would that be possible?
Tuner chip or a neon kit. Neon control, my bad.
Just for the rest of us who are not mechanics, what exactly is a tuner chip, sir?
The tuner chip pretty much do what you want to do with your vehicle. You can make it more fuel efficient. You can make it go fast, which I recommend not doing. It's not safe and it's not good for you to do.
And is this something that could possibly be obtained by anyone?
Yes. Well, no, not really. No. Never mind.
No, it can or it can't, sir.
Can, never mind. I'm not here at this point.
Wait, please answer the question.
I did. It's yes.
Is that a yes or no? Okay.
It's a
Please
yes.
proceed.
And once again, for the rest of us in the court who are not mechanics, sir, what is a neon controller?
Neon controller is to change the headlight color or the underglow, which I don't do underglow on vehicles because it's illegal.
Now, is this something that anyone can possess?
No, I can only use that. Only mechanics can use the neon control.
So when you say only mechanics, you mean anyone who is a mechanic can possess these
Anyone
and
that's
use
a mechanic, yes, only mechanics are technically certified to use the neon control.
All right. Thank you for your time, sir. Your Honor, I'd like to present Exhibit B1 and B2, explaining what the tablet is and the neon controller and how they are used at this time. I have no more questions for Mr. Wade.
Would you please repeat those evidence IDs, please?
It would be Exhibit B1 and Exhibit B2.
All right, you may proceed.
I have no further questions for Mr. Wade at this time. We do reserve the right to recall later on, sir.
Sure thing. Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine?
I'm sorry. I have no questions for Mr. Odin at this time.
All right. Mr. Odin, you may step down. Will Mr. Wim Hof please take the stand?
You okay, Wade?
Perfectly.
You were wonderful.
Mr. Webb, could you please raise your left hand for me? Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the case now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalties of perjury?
Yeah.
All right. Defense, you may proceed.
Mr. Hoff, can you state your name and occupation for the court, please?
I'm Wim Hof, and I own White Widow up on Hallwick and Power Street up there. I'm a marijuana producer, grower, pharmacist, you know, all kinds of sorts to do with marijuana.
Okay. Mr. Hoff, do you own a house in this city?
I do.
When you purchased your house in this city, would you tell me the steps you had to go through to do so?
Well, you know, I went, you know, walking up the sidewalk, you know, I went down the alley, I seen a nice house. I was like, you know, walked around it, you know, I was like, that's a nice house I'd like to buy. You know, went on my phone, asked for the realtor, you know, stayed in that area and, you know, scouted, you know, a little bit more to see if there was a little bit of a nicer house in the area, you know, and went back to the original one I seen and, you know, I sent the realtor my location and he arrived there and then, you know, we got it all sorted out.
So just to get this right for the court, you went and looked at these houses without a realtor present?
I did.
And when you say scouted out, what do you mean by scouted out these houses?
Well, I'm always, I help mechanics out, because I don't make the most of money in my business. So, I get some, parts and stuff out of some garbage cans. So, when I see a nice house, I'm like, okay, I keep that one in mind. It has a nice balcony, and then I'll see another one on down the street, it has a nice balcony, while I'm searching a trash can or two, and, yeah. And, I get up on top of White Widow sometimes, and, I look around and see if I can see any nice houses from there.
Okay. And have you ever been told you're not allowed to go around these houses and scout them out? Strike that. Have you ever been told by a realtor that he has to be present in order for you to look at these houses?
I have not, sir.
Have you ever read anywhere from a realtor that he has to be present when you go look at these houses?
I have not, sir.
It's okay.
Okay. Have you ever matter of fact, when you went and picked out your house, I mean, did the realtor question why you were on the property?
He did not.
The
He was
realtor
ready to-
did he
was
se-
ready to settle business?
so he seemed very excited to sell you the house even though you've already been on the property before he was ever there.
Yes. Yeah.
He never stated to you that it was an issue?
Mm-mm. Nope, not at all.
Interesting. At this time, Your Honor, I have no further questions for Mr. Hoff.
Would you like to cross-examine prosecution?
I have no questions for Mr. Hoff.
Mr. Hoff, you may step down.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'd like to now call Doug Green up to the stand. Mr. Green, can you please remove your mask? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Green, if you will raise your left hand for.
Yep.
All right, please make sure that you're shouting for me. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carter, you did not say anything.
Come again.
You were not saying anything when you. I believe you were trying to swear him out. You didn't say
Yeah.
anything. Things happen.
My apologies. Voice box malfunction.
All good. Happens.
All right, if you'll just raise your left hand for me one more time. Sorry.
No problem. There you go.
Can everybody hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the case now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the penalties of perjury?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You may proceed.
Mr. Green, how are you today, sir?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing quite well. Congratulations on your retirement, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just for the record, can you state your name and your profession, sir?
I am Commissioner Green. That would be badge number 101. I am the forefront of the SASP, San Andreas State Police.
And can you just go into a little brief detail of what your job entails for you to do as a commissioner, sir?
It varies from being watch commander to overseer to head FTO, so I can be any of those categories at any time. I also can do things internally for police. If there's an incident, I would be the first person they come to for the incident, to then transfer all things to the DA and be the mediator between the two.
Okay, Mr. Green, when you say FTO for the laymen who are not police officers here in the court today, can you explain what a FTO is?
That would be a field training officer. So that would mean they get training while on the field or on patrol.
So you yourself are responsible for training, let's say, all cadets who come through?
All cadets, all officers, yeah.
Okay. And what are some of the things that you are responsible for training officers on? When they first come in and sign up, what do they have to do?
There's a training course that they must pass. That is a written test, and then there is a on-field training exam that they will have to go through, where it'd be fitness, driving, a few other things involving training such as prepping for robberies, house robberies, shootings, all sorts.
And you yourself trained Mr. Revy himself?
I've had a fair share, yeah.
And you said he had to take a test. If you don't mind, do you remember what the test score was?
I don't recall.
Okay. And when you say training, as far as for robberies and such like that, what kind of actual training goes into something like that?
Could you elaborate?
Like when you say you train these officers on robberies and shootings and such, what kind of training, what extent goes into that kind of training?
Well, it would be scenarios, scenario training, because I mean, we can't really train with real things because then people would get hurt. But it's all scenario training based on other officers and going through scenarios of what would happen, hostages, shootings, or what would happen if if you go around this corner without checking. It'd be a bunch of different scenarios. So it really depends.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, if you don't mind, would it be possible to have Mr. Revy taken out of the court so he doesn't overhear the questions I asked Mr. Green, so he can just follow along with Mr. Green on what he says?
Sure thing.
Objection, Your Honor.
What means?
What would be the reason for? I'm sorry, I don't understand the reason for. Mr.
Say
Revy's
say your
presence.
reason again, counsel.
Well, the reason would be, and if I ask Mr. Green how many times they're required to train, and he says 4, and then I ask Mr. Revy how many times he's trained on situations, he's going to automatically say 4 because that's what was stated in the court.
I believe that Mr. Revy would answer honestly under oath.
Well, I mean, of course you would
penalty
say
of
that.
perjury.
Of course you would say that, ma'am.
Well, if
I'm just asking, sir. That's all.
He is sweared in. She does have a point. He is sweared in, and if for some reason he was lying under oath, he would be under penalty of perjury. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Your show. So, Mr.
All
Green,
right, please proceed.
So, Mr. Green, under these situations where you say you trained officers on, let's say, robberies in general, what is the protocol for a robbery?
Well, what type of robbery? It varies.
Let's say a house robbery.
House robbery, again, it varies. It all depends on what the situation is like. If it's a robbery and we have no information, it just depends on how many units are available. And if you're a person who is by themselves, the first thing you do is you draw your lethal, because you could be going into a home where you could possibly be getting shot, or you could go into a home where there may be a series of things going on. Somebody could be running at you with a knife. Anything could happen. So it's proper protocol to go with that. Now, if you are with a partner, it is a lethal and one non-lethal. So the non-lethal would take the forefront and lead the way through the house as you check. And if there was something that would be of danger, then the non-lethal would subdue the person until there was a lethal force need to be used.
So, if you did not see a lethal weapon, you're saying you would start off with a non-lethal is what you're saying until you see one?
If you are by yourself, that is proper protocol.
Okay. And just for the record, are cadets are they required to do ride-alongs or have FTOs ride with them before they're released on their own?
They are.
Exactly how much time did Mr. Revy have as a ride-along, sir?
I don't recall.
Can you recall how many arrests Mr. Revy has had, sir?
I believe he hasn't had any up until the point.
So this was his first one?
I believe so.
How many burglary ride-alongs has he done along with, let's say, you or any other officers during his time as a police officer?
With me, there hasn't been any, so I can't recall for anybody else.
Mm-hmm. And let's just say time behind a gun, before you release your cadets to be out here carrying lethal weapons and firing firearms, how much training is involved in that before they're allowed to, just be released to carry guns?
There will be extensive training. I believe they go through various hours of training, even ongoing, still in their cadet phase. They still go through various trainings of understanding when to use lethal and when not to.
Okay. But how much time actually behind the gun? Maybe at a shooting range, firing a weapon, or?
Again, all that would vary just depending on how fast someone excels or how slow they need to be. Each person's training is different because no one mind is the same.
Absolutely. Well, how much time exactly did Mr. Revy have behind the gun range firing his weapon?
As for training behind the weapon, I believe
Yes.
with me, he's had a fair amount, but with anyone
Sir,
else,
sir,
I would
how much would you say was a fair amount?
fair amount would be maybe an hour with me.
So you believe an hour behind a gun is a fair amount to release someone on their own to go out here and tackle situations on their own?
So are you acting like for a day or just in general?
I mean, just in general.
For an hour a day, I think that's pretty fair enough.
So did he have an hour a day or just an hour?
As I said, with me, I've had him a few times. With anyone else, I can't recall.
Okay. And on the night in question, on the 17th, was you present when Mr. Revy showed up on scene?
I was.
So you were there when Mr. Revy got out of the car and pursued after my client?
No, by present, I mean I was around, but I was not present for when he attained the suspect.
Yes, sir. That's why I said on scene.
Okay. No, I was not there.
So you wasn't there when all this happened with my client?
No.
So you didn't see my client coming out of a house?
No, I was not there.
What was your reason for showing up on scene?
He needed an extra pair of cuffs, and I brought it to him.
He needed an extra pair of cuffs?
Yeah, I believe so.
How many cuffs does it take to arrest one man, sir?
Well, at the time, we had another suspect that was just arrested for stabbing me. So I had to watch that person while he went out, and he didn't have another pair of cuffs at the moment. And I did, so I brought it to him.
So Mr. Revy arrested someone else earlier in the day, you're saying?
No, he was watching someone while I had to go get medical treatment for being stabbed.
Okay, I guess what I'm getting at is, why did you have to give Mr. Revy handcuffs? Did he not have none on him?
I'm guessing so. I can't really tell you why. I can only tell you what I did.
And can you specifically tell me, since you're the FTO, is there a reason why officers are required to have body cam, but they're not required to have audio?
Because as the state of Los Santos has not really specified whether an officer would need to have that or not, so we specified just to protect the public that they would need to have it at least. I mean, our budgets are pretty low, so we wouldn't be able to afford too much of the best quality of having sound as well.
Well, see, I'm real confused because really, I guess what my confusion would be is, how come there is audio from my client on there, but there's no audio from Mr. Revy? That's the real question that I have.
What audio would you be talking
Objection,
about?
Your Honor.
Under what means?
Relevance.
The relevance is you can hear everything my client says, but you can't hear a word about what Mr. Revy says.
Sit down.
Hey, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Officer Revy, sit down.
Your Honor, may I have a moment?
Yes, please. Please
you.
calm him down. I'm going to call recess 10 minutes, please.
10 minutes.
10-minute recess.
10-minute 10-minute recess. I can roll me a joint.
Damn, when?
I don't even know.
Mr. Justice, you are awesome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Somebody say he's the best.
Hey, we-
I seen his ads. They are brilliant.
Hey, we got him right where we want him, bud.
Yes, sir.
I knew if I kept asking enough questions, he'd get upset about it.
I guess I gotta whisper.
I would.
It's not
I
really
thought-
looking good for him.
I thought we wasn't mentioning my footage.
No, I mentioned his. We don't have footage.
You said my clients.
Yeah, your audio is on his body cam, but his audio is not.
Oh. Damn. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Wait. You saying they don't have their own audio?
Evidently, they're not required.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I'm kind of curious what's going on out there, though.
Oh, he's flipping out.
Maybe if I show my face, you might try something.
How you doing, Mr. Wong? Evidently, someone's upset about the questions that was being asked. He feels his lawyer's not representing him well. We're going to use that to our advantage, though.
Mr. Revy, may I speak with you a moment?
No, you can't.
I will say this, you are more than welcome to represent yourself.
No, I can't have that pleasure to represent myself as a cop.
You can.
Hey, come with me real quick.
You won't believe this.
What's that?
Doing a great
That
job.
cadet drove a cop car on the lawn.
Just having fun.
Who did?
That cadet, he drove it all the way up to the stairs.
Mm-mm.
Yep, you want to come look at it? I took a picture.
I definitely do.
No, mama's a hoe.
Mm.
What kind of training do you think that is?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I knew if I asked enough questions, he'd get upset.
I know I was walking out here saying, damn, it feels good to walk free. Being able to stretch my legs.
Yeah, wait till you get all your property back. With an outburst like that, bro, wait till I get him on the stand. Wait till I get him on the stand, son. I'm gonna eat his lunch.
You just say somebody say you throw a fit when you don't get your way.
Mm.
Well, I mean, you might want to swipe a picture before one of the cops take it away. We could use that as
I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, that shit don't even matter.
I took a picture, but fuck it.
He done showed his ass in court, bro. Mm-mm.
I
Hey,
think I might go take my seat again.
This is nothing but good for us, bro.
Yes, sir.
Everything all right on your end, ma'am?
Commissioner is speaking with Mr. Revy at the moment, trying to calm him down.
Mm.
I apologize
those
for that.
redheads have some temperament.
Mm,
Maybe he needs counseling or something.
perhaps. Maybe that's something you could help him with.
Definitely don't sound like a man who needs to be running around with a gun in the city loose.
All right, Mr. Justice.
I don't know.
But
I
you're
almost hit the
doing-
deck.
Is this your first? Honestly, is this your first active case in the city?
Yes, ma'am. I've done plenty of mock trials in Harvard, but I never got a chance to actually represent.
Alright, gonna finish up my cigarette. Time for some more fun.
So far, so good. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Doug. What is his deal?
These damn seats.
Mr. Justice, real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the evidence number that you submitted?
For the vehicles,
Yes, sir. I just want to make sure I'm not.
Exhibit B1 and B2.
Thank you very much. I just want to make sure I'm not duplicating things. Thank
Yes, ma'am.
Someone knocked over my bike out there.
Mm-mm.
It's wild.
Yep.
It wasn't me.
I mean, no one was around my bike. Someone pushed it over.
Hi, Mr. Beaver.
I was
Sir.
very careful.
Just a word of advice. Hayes wanted me to remind you just to whisper while quarters in recess. He can hear what you're saying in the back.
Person's not here no more. Wong.
Outside?
He's in the chambers, but he
Yo.
could hear you right here. He just wants to make sure that anything that's private stays private.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't see who knocked over my bike, do you?
Man, I didn't even see your bike out there, but
When
I had a couple
parked,
shots
it
before I
was
got here. So
standing.
That's crazy. It's almost like we have recess and my bike's knocked over.
Everyone, please return. back
Didn't know
to
you
your,
can hear through walls,
please, to your
lol.
stands, please.
Same, bro. So I'm like, what the fuck? This dude's got super hearing.
Nervous, the judge.
This court now back in session. Defense, you may now approach your witness and continue questioning. But before we continue questioning, Miss Daniels, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
We won't have any disruptions once more from your officer.
No, sir.
Okay. Counsel, please proceed with your questioning.
At this time, Your Honor, I have no further questions for Mr. Green, but we would like to reserve the right to recall the witness if necessary.
Or, who would that be?
Mr. Green, sir.
That is Mr. Green.
Yes, sir. I said we have no further questions at this time, but we would like to reserve the right to recall him if necessary.
Yes, you do have that right. You may do that
Thank
if
you.
deemed necessary.
Yes, sir. Is that not what I
Mr.
just
Green, you
said?
may step down.
Your Honor, I have a couple of questions for Mr. Green, if that's all right.
You putting on a good
You may
show though,
approach
bro.
your,
Good
to the
shit.
podium.
Hey, am I asking the right questions or what, man? I knew if I asked him enough questions, he'd shit himself.
LOL, you did LOL.
I'm having the time of my life here.
Mr. Green, are you feeling well?
I am indeed. Thank you.
All right. So Mr. Green, could you tell me what would constitute trespassing according to the law?
Anyone stepping on property that wouldn't be theirs or noticeably with a fence or a gate. Or in some sort of fashion, just not their own property or some property they've been invited to.
Thank you. Could you also
He's
tell me
more upset it
what
don't feel like they fighting,
constitutes
even a little for PD,
assault
but you already know that part.
the deadly
Right.
Uh,
And I get it, man.
divorce or a bludgeoning weapon.
Could you describe such weapons?
Pistol, bat, knife, any of those things or sort of fashion.
Thank you. Earlier you were explaining about officers and cadets being
That's all right, Jack and Harry are gonna apply to be DOS also after tonight.
Can you explain that under
yeah.
watch meaning when
Out on patrol, and we would usually watch over them via body cam or just out on patrol and kind of just being in the area to watch how he pulls people over for speeding or anything of that sort.
I see. Um, do you have any knowledge of the owner of the
How's it going?
property that
So
we're
far, so
considering
good.
trespassing?
The owner, I believe, is a Mr. Doug Jones. He told me himself that he did not want anyone to be on any of the properties that is under his contract. As far as that is the only thing that I know as far as what he has told me.
Objection, Your Honor.
Under what?
Hearsay.
Please repeat the question once more, Miss Daniels. I apologize.
Are you aware of who owns the properties that were considered to be trespassed on in this case?
Mr. Doug Jones, who has told me it was under contract by him.
Objection, Your Honor.
Just one moment.
May I follow up?
Overruled.
Thank you. For clarification, how did you come to know who the owner of the properties were or the contractor?
Because I had to talk to Mr. Jones for the arrest and make sure that the trespassing was indeed correct. Because I like to do things by the book, so I had to make sure that we were in correct standings for making sure that that was the proper proceeding.
For clarification, you spoke with Mr. Jones and he verified that these properties are under contract and he would be considered the owner.
Yes, that is what he told me. So I'm going by his word, being that he is the realtor of the city.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I would like at this time to submit Exhibit C, which is a documentation via video of the conversation with Mr. Jones.
I only have an Exhibit A from you, Miss Daniels.
It should be there. Let me.
Objection, Your Honor. May I approach?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Let me just whisper real quick, Your Honor. Am I incorrect when you told me that let's say all affidavits have to be stamped by you, correct?
I'm sorry, what are you referring to?
When you said you were talking about written statements or video had to be stamped by you?
Her video, well, she was claiming that she had one already in her request form. I only have an Exhibit A from her.
I understand, sir, but didn't you tell me any videos that is submitted you have to be present for the video?
No, sir. That is only for statements for witnesses that cannot show.
Sir, if I could flip back to CCTV, I can plainly show you where you say you have to be there for written or video.
All right. How about this? I have a question.
A statement was given.
I have a
Ms.
question.
Daniel.
So this is not a this was not a deposition. This was an interview by Mr. Green. This doesn't have anything to do with me. However, I'm willing to submit to everyone via personal email. It is in the report. I did rename it so that it didn't conflict with Mr.
Is it in the request form or is it in the report on the MDT?
It's in the request form. But like I said, I'm happy to.
I only have one labeled as Exhibit A, body cam footage of John Revy.
All right, then with your permission, I could send a copy to yourself and Mr. Buford.
I did copy your document, so I had it on record. Give me.
So you don't have the original?
I do not, ma'am. I made it a copy for myself. But if you did update it, when did you add that piece of evidence?
That would have been on the 29th. However, I have recently renamed it so that it would not conflict with Mr. Justice's evidence names.
I see. Okay, I do apologize. That will be admissible.
Thank you. If Mr. Justice would like a moment to review it as well, I had no problem with that.
That's not necessary, but just for future reference, sir, I would like a fair playing ground because I was told they would not be admissible if he was not there to see them. So, I mean, however, if you let this go, I understand. But however, just for future references, I have the same thing. I just did not admit them because I was told that by you that if you wasn't there to witness it, it wouldn't stand.
Remind me once more.
When I come to the courthouse and was asking you about written affidavits or video interviews, you said that you had to sign off on them. So in other words, you had to see the affidavit or see the video.
Correct. I had to be there for the interview is what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. That's
So it
exactly
has
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
approved by me. But here's the thing. Are you referring to her Exhibit C that she's trying to present?
Is that okay? I want it for clarification. Is that
Hold on
that
just a second,
for?
Miss Daniel. If you're saying that that if it's not stamped by me about the Exhibit C, that is not an interview. That is off of body cam footage.
Okay.
So when you for clarification,
It's
when you're
horseshit.
speaking about an interview, you're speaking of a an interview for court, for instance, if someone were not able to appear, but you wanted a statement from them.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Both of y'all could be present in order to for questioning.
Okay. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Yep. No
Thank
problem.
you.
Miss Daniels, you may continue.
All right. That's so. To reiterate, the property in question.
That's not what he told me. This is exactly what I'm talking about picking and choosing. That's horseshit. I've got interviews from all the people that I would have called, especially the realtor, because he told me the only person he sold a house to was Wim, which would have purged him on stand.
Yes, I would believe it's trespassing, being that the confirmation came from the contract owner.
Thank you.
We'll fight that, though. We'll
I have
fight
no
it.
further questions.
All right. You may step down, Mr. Green.
Thank you.
Prosecution, do you have anything further?
Yes, sir. I'd like to call.
Hold on. Please let the prosecution answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll defer to defense.
Defense. What do you have to say?
Yes, sir. I'd like to call Mr. Myers to the stand, please.
Mr. Myers, please approach the stand.
Mr. Myers, if you would raise your left hand for me. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the case now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the penalties of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Mr. Myers, just for the record, will you state your name and occupation for me, please?
My name is Dean Myers. I am the owner of Premium Deluxe Motorship. I'm a car dealer.
You're a car dealer, sir?
Yes, sir.
And what was your occupation previously to becoming a car dealer?
I've pretty much dealt with sales my whole life.
Just sales?
Yes, sir. I mean, I do a little bit of mining from time to time. But other than that, I do most of my sales.
Before becoming a salesman, was you ever a palm reader?
No.
Do you ever read tarot cards?
No, sir.
How about any psychic abilities whatsoever?
None that I can recall.
How about law? You ever studied law?
No, I have not.
So if I was to ask you what trespassing was, would you be able to tell me?
I could give my guess, and that's if I'm stepping out. There ain't no sign anywhere saying you can't be on. I guess that'd be trespassing.
Well, I don't need you to guess, sir. I'm going to tell you straight up because it is my job to know the law. And according to the Penal Code, Section 2.1 Point 2, trespassing says a person who enters another property while it's closed or not in operation without the express written or permission to do so. A person who enters a restricted area of an open facility or property as defined clearly marked by the property manager without expressed or written permission. Trespassing refers to anyone who is told to leave and refuses to do so, but lacks any intention of committing a crime or other malice, afterthought, or action. Burglary is far more severe act of trespassing, and it comes with evidence of criminal intent. Once again, sir, have you ever been a mind reader?
Once again, no.
Have you ever been asked to leave the property that you was at that day?
No, I have not.
Have you ever received a written letter telling you could not go on that property?
No, sir. I never received anything of that
No
sort.
further questions at this time, sir.
Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Woo! We're hot now,
Mr.
baby.
Myers.
Hello.
All right. So you say you were a mechanic? I'm sorry, not a mechanic. You're a car salesperson,
Yes, ma'am.
and you do mining in your spare time.
I have.
That's something I actually enjoy myself. What sort of things do you find in your mining exploit?
Well, just the mining itself, you get stones.
And from those stones?
I mean, you go down to the river, you wash it out, you can get, rubies, emeralds, diamonds, sometimes gold.
Hmm. And then when you have those, what do you do with them?
Whenever I have those, what I do with them,
Hmm.
I take it down to the forge. If there's any gold, I melt it down into gold ingots. I take a drill bit, take it into the machine in there, and I drill it down into the cut diamonds or cut jewels, not really just diamonds.
Hmm. And is that where you stop? Are these collector's items?
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's 21st century. I like a little bit of jewelry.
You like jewelry, huh? All right. Anything else that what sort of jewelry can you make?
I mean, you can make earrings, chains.
Earrings, necklaces, rings, even perhaps.
Yeah.
What about watches?
Watches? No, I don't think you can make any watches there.
Hmm. Okay. Mr. Myers, on the night of the event, let's say when you were down on the south side, could you explain what you were doing there?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
I like to work out, do some running and stuff, and not only that, I figured while I was on a nightly run, I'd scope out some places, for a potential house.
Stick to the story.
I
Okay.
currently don't own a house yet, in the process of looking.
So you were just looking for a house.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, can you? All right.
Can I what?
I'm sorry. One moment. I'm having trouble with my voice box. Give me a moment.
Oh, okay.
Let's go, baby. I'm hyped. Let's go. This is what we do, baby.
Can you all still hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
On the night in question, you were found to have had several items on your person. Some which you've described as things that could be obtained from mining and forging.
Right.
There were also other items. For instance, there were a couple of watches on you. Can you
Right.
tell me where those came from?
Yeah, I received those as a gift.
Oh, okay, that's lovely. Who from?
Mr. Wade Odin.
Mr. Odin. Okay. You were also found in possession with several lockpicks of different types. Could
Several
you give
lockpicks.
a
I
couple
think
of
you're
lockpicks?
mistaken there.
I apologize. Let me just make sure.
That's fine. I don't need you to make sure I can tell you what I had on or how to use it, but I have it just in case.
Is that something that is common?
That's something that's common for me. Yes, ma'am.
Interesting. All right. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you, prosecution.
Are you all right?
Mr. Myers, you may step down. You may
Yes,
return to your
sir.
bench. Defense, any other witnesses you'd like to call or evidence you need to present? If you do, please do so now.
We'd like to call Mr. Revy to the stand, sir.
Mr. Revy, please approach the stand.
Does he need to be sweared in again, or is he good?
He needs to be sweared in. He was never sweared in.
Oh, I thought he was on the stage.
All good.
Mr. Revy, would you please raise your left hand for me?
She didn't ask none of the questions to Dean that I thought she would ask.
Yeah, that's the right one. That's the right one.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
just gonna stand up.
Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in this case, now pending before this court, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the penalties of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Continue, counsel.
Oh, hold on. My eyes is scuffing up down here.
Please hold.
All right.
Please hold. You may proceed.
Yes, Mr. Revy, how long have you been a police officer?
I don't recall.
I'm sorry, you don't recall how long you've been a police officer?
No, sir.
What made you want to become a police officer?
I wanted to be a police officer to help the people in need, people who come to the police department.
And do you feel you've done so?
I feel so, yes.
Speaking of the police department, sir, do you know where you work?
I work for the state police.
Mm-hmm. So, it's the state police that you work for, correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been on a house robbery prior to the night in question?
Outside of training, no.
Okay. And in training, how many scenarios have you ran where you're at a house robbery?
I don't recall.
You don't recall how many you've been?
No.
Okay, can you explain to me what happens on a house robbery call?
Counsel, can you please repeat the last question? I apologize.
Ask him to explain to me what happens on a house robbery call. What's the protocol?
Can you please answer that question?
Of course. Well, the protocol is usually to show up and assess the situation, whether there's people around or not. Anything suspicious going before you enter a house. If you're alone, it's preferred that you use a lethal for your safety, as you don't know if the guy or girl inside, my apologies, has a gun, pistol, pistol, knife, bat, or whatever else may be. If there's two, there should be one with a lethal and one with a non-lethal, such as a taser, as a non-lethal is preferred if they don't have a ranged firearm or weapon in general. And then you would enter the house, check out the house, make sure everything's clear, check for fingerprints, any kind of burglary, forced entrances, fights, all of that kind of stuff.
And when you showed up on scene, did you go in the house?
No.
When you showed up on scene, did you check for fingerprints in the house?
No.
When you showed up on the scene, you didn't go in the house, you didn't check for fingerprints. What did you do?
Well, I was about to enter the house when I saw your client, Mr. Myers, at the other house right beside it, and I wanted to question him.
Mm-hmm. And there's a particular reason why you wanted to question my client when you knew there was a burglary going on?
Yes, that's exactly why. I wanted to see if he had seen anything particular since he was there, as I literally just got into call, but he decided to run immediately as I tried to question him.
So you seen my client, right?
Yes,
Are you sure my client seen you?
yes.
And when you seen my client, what did you say to him?
I said, "Hey, sir."
Hey, sir?
Yes.
Did you announce yourself as a police officer?
No.
You did not.
No.
Before this night in question, Mr. Revy, if you don't mind me asking, what was your test scores on your on the test you took to become a police officer?
I don't recall.
Okay. And exactly how much time at the gun range have you spent before the night in question?
I don't recall.
Do you recall ever going to the gun range?
Yes.
So you do recall going to the gun range?
Yes.
And you recall firing your weapon at the gun range?
Yes.
About how many times do you think you fired your gun?
I don't recall.
Okay. So tonight, the night in question, when everything went down with my client, have you ever fired your weapon at a civilian before?
No.
Have you ever worked a previous burglary before?
Objection, Your Honor. I already asked and answered.
Can you speak up, Miss Daniels?
Asked and answered already.
I'll rephrase. Have you ever worked any burglaries before this night, sir?
No.
Have you ever wrote a citation before this night, sir?
I don't recall.
Have you ever written any incident reports before this night, sir?
No.
Okay. So you stood up, you didn't announce who you was, you didn't check for fingerprints, didn't go in the house. So can you walk me through what happened, the incident with Mr. Myers?
The entire thing?
Yes, from the time you stepped out of your vehicle with your gun drawn.
Yes, okay, so we concluded I went out my vehicle with my gun drawn, and as said, I was about to enter the house when I saw your client. I said, "Hey, sir," in an attempt to get his attention, which he decided to run immediately. I decided to run after him as I needed to make sure he was safe and nothing was going on. And the moment I was jumping over the fence, I was about to announce myself, and as he decided, a few seconds after jumping the fence, to open fire towards me.
You ever been in that neighborhood before that night, sir?
No.
Okay. When you say he decided to just open fire on you, what do you mean by that?
I don't know how to clarify it. He shot at me.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was just, he just pulled a gun and shot at you.
Yes, he shot at me.
At this time, did you still have your gun drawn?
I did.
And when you said, "Hey, sir," would you say it was at this level, or would you say it was at the level when you were hollering at your own DA a while ago?
It was at this level I'm talking right now, maybe a little louder.
So you didn't scream it at him. You just said, "Hey, sir," just like we're talking right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Do you think Mr. Myers heard you when you said, "Hey, sir"? About how far away do you think you were?
About where the judge and me are right now.
You was that close when you said, "Hey, sir"?
Give or take.
Okay. Do you think Mr. Dean heard you?
I'm 100% sure.
What makes you 100% sure?
Because he started running the second I said, "Hey, sir."
Do you think before Mr. Dean started running, do you think he seen you?
Yes.
And you can say that with certainty. You do believe that he's seen you when you said, "Hey, sir."
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. You may go back to your bench. Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please approach.
Mr. Revy, so you've gone over what happened that night. Let's get into a little bit more specifics. When
I feel like I could have done better on that.
you said that you had seen Mr. Myers hopping a fence when you tried to get his attention, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that point, when you were trying to get his attention, were you pointing your gun at him at any point?
No.
After you followed him behind into the next yard, did you point your gun at him at that point?
No.
Did you point your gun at him at any time?
After he had started shooting at me, yes.
I see. How was it that? How did that scene end?
I got Mr. Myers in very lucky shot as I was about to go down myself.
You both went down.
No, I got him before I did. I was close. I managed
Okay.
to get the upper hand. Is what I'm trying to say.
I see. So you fired your weapon after fire was opened upon you.
Yes,
What were you wearing that night?
the exact same clothes I'm wearing right now.
Yes.
Would you say that you had this very bright vest on?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time that you had gotten Mr. Myers down, what happened after that?
I called for Mr. Green to get a new pair of handcuffs. So because I didn't have any on me.
Okay. And so he was detained at that point.
Yes.
And what happened once he was detained?
I searched him where I found some
This is
jewelry,
unbearable.
some lockpicks, his gun that was dropped on the ground, and one pistol ammo.
So, can you explain why he would have been charged with burglary?
He was charged with burglary, as I was advised towards, due to the common conception of just being around a house robbery. And that is usually the general items he would steal from a house. And the moment he started running away and decided to shoot,
Why would
there
she
was
ask
a
that? Like,
certainty that he was indeed the person to rob the house.
About how long would you say was it from the time you got the call to the time that you arrived on scene?
I don't recall entirely.
Okay. And was he at the property that was called for being burglarized?
Not that I've seen.
Where was he exactly?
He was at the house right beside it.
He was
The
next
neighbor's
door.
house.
Okay. So the items that you found on him, again, you said jewelry and what else?
A pistol and some pistol ammo.
In your report here, it says that he also
Can you
had
repeat that
lockpicks.
last question one more time, please, Miss Daniels?
What was found on Mr. Myers at the time of his detention?
Can you please re-answer?
Well, some jewelry, pistol, and some pistol ammo. Of course, also the lockpicks.
Thank you. And so I just want to make sure that I understood your answer correctly. Things on his person would be associated with burglary, which would be what?
Those would generally be associated with burglary using a lockpick to break into a house, and the valuables would be jewelries like watches, necklaces, rings, all that kind of stuff.
I see. All right. Once you called Mr. Green for handcuffs and he was detained. Do you know if there was any further investigation after Mr. Myers was under arrest?
Yes, Mr. Mr. Green first went out to take some pictures, and a little later, of Mr. Riggs and I went back to the house to check for fingerprints and signs of a break.
And did you find any then?
There are signs of a break-in, but no fingerprint.
I see. All right. I have no further questions at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Permission to redirect, Your Honor.
Sure.
Mr. Revy.
Yes.
My client, you said he had jewelry on him, correct?
Yes.
My client claims that he had his jewelry from mining. Do you know if that's possible?
If he says so.
No, I'm asking you, in your professional opinion, sir, do you know if it's possible to get jewelry from mining?
I don't mind.
So you don't know if you can get it?
No.
So you don't know what you get from mining, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever mined yourself?
I just answered no.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Officer Revy, you may go back to your bench. Prosecution, do you have any more evidence to present or any witnesses to present?
I have no new evidence, but I would, if I may, like to recall Mr. Myers.
Yeah, let's go.
Mr. Myers, would you please approach the bench, please? You may proceed.
Hello again, Mr. Myers.
How's it going?
Doing all right. So, can you tell me your perspective of what happened after you say you were down there looking for houses? Can you tell me what happened when Mr. Revy arrived?
To be honest, I never seen him arrive. I was walking down by a fence and I was turning to jump over the fence to check out the other side of the house. And as I was jumping the fence, I heard, "Hey, sir." So I ran to the other side, just looking. And then as I come around the corner, or as he come around the corner, sorry, all I seen was a gun. And at that moment, it was tunnel vision. It was fight or flight. No once did he ever announce who he was. All I heard was, "Hey, sir."
You said you did hear him say, "Hey, sir."
As I was jumping, yes.
Okay. And you say you saw him with a gun in his hand?
Yes.
Was it pointed at you?
It was in my direction. It wasn't exactly drawn. That's what you're asking.
Yes, I just want to make sure. Could you, once you did see him, when was that? You said you heard him and you were at that point over the fence. Is that correct?
I was jumping the fence as I
Right.
heard, "Hey, stop," or "Hey, sir," sorry.
Correct. So the question I'm asking you now is when you did see him, it was after you had jumped the fence.
Yes, I mean, I already said I ran around to the other side of the house around the
Mhm.
corner. As I was peeking around the corner, all I seen was him running out with a gun.
Right. And did you see his uniform?
All I seen was the gun and tunnel vision. I mean, what would you do if someone come running at you with a gun?
Well, okay. There's just a question though I have is When someone says to you, "Hey, sir," do you automatically have a weapon in your hand?
Once again, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
No, I
I
heard
was
what you.
jumping the fence. No, you're not. I was jumping the fence when I heard, "Hey, sir." I ran around the corner to see what was going on. I was peeking behind it. I seen him run out with a gun.
Easy, Mr. Myers.
I'm just being
Mr.
loud
Myers,
so she can hear because she's obviously not listening to what I'm saying.
Mr. Myers, you're answering a question that I did not ask you. I'm
You asked
asking
3
you,
times now.
Please, you need
Mr.
to
Myers.
answer, but you need to
I've
answer the
asked it.
question
I
when
will.
I've
I
asked.
will.
answered it.
I will rephrase. Okay.
Please only answer the questions that she asks.
That's
Even
all
if
I'm
she
doing.
asks it over and over, just to get clarification, please answer calmly. Thank you.
I wasn't being aggressive about it. I was just raising my voice so she could hear.
All right. I'll restate the. I'll rephrase so that you can
Please.
understand what I'm asking.
Mm.
You saw the gun, and you pulled yours.
As he was running towards me, yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
At that point, when you saw him, you pulled the gun. You opened fire on Mr. Revy.
I pulled out with my gun drawn, and he still continued running towards me, and after that, I shot.
Thank you. So you said you jumped the fence because you wanted to see what was behind the fence.
Yeah, I
Did you
was just-
realize? My question is, did you realize
go
that there was another property behind that
It
fence?
was the same property, ma'am. It was just the other side of the fence, or at least it looked like it from nighttime.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Hold on.
You may
What?
Please.
One moment, Your Honor, please.
You did put in the body cam footage.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him that you can see the body cam footage. I wasn't even looking at him when he.
Defense, do you have anything further for Mr. Myers?
I'd like to cross, sir.
Please proceed.
All right.
After you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Are you continuing, Miss Daniels?
Just one more question, or yeah, just one more thing. So in the footage from the body cam, he couldn't. It appears that there was no plain sight of you besides jumping over the fence. And once Mr. Revy jumped over the fence, you had your gun drawn, but you said that you couldn't see him. I'm a little bit confused.
Which part of that did I not? Did you say I didn't see him at?
You said that you didn't see him until after you jumped the fence. You heard him say.
Correct.
You said you heard him say, "Hey, sir,"
As I was jumping, yes.
but you didn't see him.
I did
You
not see
heard
him, no,
him.
ma'am. As I was jumping, yes.
You saw him as you were jumping the fence, and that's
I
when you
never
heard.
seen him. I heard him as I was jumping.
Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered.
There's just a little bit of confusion. Okay, you just want to make
I'm
sure
sorry,
that I
what's
get it right.
confusion? Can I clarify?
Miss Daniels, please get to your point.
The point is, Your Honor, that
I don't know why I'm raising my hand like he can really see me.
him with the gun until he was jumping the fence.
After?
Until after you jumped the fence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After you jumped the fence, I'm trying to figure out how it is that you saw him after you jumped the fence, if he had to follow behind you.
As I've previously said a few times now, I've
LOL lick teacher, may I?
after I heard, "Hey, sir."
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like he can really see me.
Liek.
I was
Okay.
peeking the corner of the house.
Your
All right.
Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor.
Like Jesus
Your
and
Honor.
dumb.
Speak up.
Yes,
Your
sir.
Honor. Oh, okay. Could I please ask one question to what was said a moment ago?
Objection, Your
Are
Honor.
you asking under what stand?
How is he going to ask a question? He's not a lawyer.
Let him finish. I'm asking. I will ask him a question. Please hold.
It's
Is it
simply
are you asking the witness directly, or are you asking me?
the witness. The lawyer
No, you cannot.
misunderstood
No,
what I was saying.
no, you cannot. You cannot ask the witness.
Shut that
nor can
shit
you talk
down.
To the defense.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright.
Fitz, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes, sir.
All right, please proceed.
Mr. Myers, I'll make this brief, seeing that time is slipping away from us. You said I know you said you.
Yo!
It's okay. Consider
Whoa,
this my
whoa.
resignation. You fucking.
Whoa.
What
Well,
the fuck?
that escalated quick.
What the fuck
hell?
was that? Where are the cops at?
Does this mean we win?
That Green resigned? Oh my god.
Go grab the other one.
LMAO.
What the fuck was that?
Well, that's the
Sorry,
entire
just let
fault.
you step away real quick.
Please stay here. Hold on.
Oh, I ain't going nowhere.
I can't carry her.
I've got her. I got her.
Where in the hell is the police officers?
I'm sorry, DA, but I have to do.
Yo.
I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
get down,
Lieutenant
Dean.
Colonel
This is
Fellow.
it's crazy in here.
I'm a hero.
Sorry.
You might
Oh,
get
my
shot
God.
again.
I'm a
apologize.
fucking hero. I'm not really a hero. We got to get this woman. some help.
I know. I
Oh,
I
no,
need
my
everybody
phone.
to move out of the way. It says that she's
You got a
there's
power bank,
something
sir?
wrong.
Oh, there's something wrong with
Yeah,
her.
No,
I
it's
got
not
one.
that.
Yeah.
Grab her.
It's not that.
No, I can
Oh.
escort.
Oh.
Hold up a second.
I can't access my phone. We gotta wait for the beeping the beeping
Hang
of the
on a
thing to
second,
go
I got
off.
you. I got you.
There we go.
I know.
Yo, what the fuck is that, Ghost? What's going on?
Maybe I do got you. Yeah.
This man just went nutso?
Where are all the police?
Come on.
Literally.
Oh no.
No.
They might have fixed her.
Hold on. Let me get it.
They might
it.
have helped her a little bit. I'm a hero.
Oh.
I get a Medal of Honor.
Get down.
Everybody good? Courthouse clear. Yeah, hey, get down, sir, get down. Hey, I'm getting a Medal of Honor.
Hey,
Did you see that? Did you see that, sir?
Carly's
Get
in the
down.
bushes. Get down.
Get down. Hey, I'm gonna get me a Medal of Honor. Did you see that?
Watch
Give
out,
me a
Pookie. They're
Medal of
shooting in
Honor.
here.
Get down.
Y'all are good. It's all good.
I hit him with the Mike Tyson. Hey, I hit him with the Kimbo Slice 2-3 times. I'm telling you, I hit him with it.
I see.
I didn't
Oh,
mean
okay.
to. I'm sorry. I had to. I don't know where this goes from now. I just know I assaulted the officer.
I'll take.
I allegedly assaulted the officer. I don't remember.
Man,
I
this
don't
is so
recall.
dumb. I'm never gonna get one legit fucking court case. That being said, this is Buford JT Justice, and I believe we won. Not how I wanted to, but it is what it is.
See you after this.
We're gonna.
Mr. Buford,
It
get
would
off that
happen
stand.
TBH, I was switching characters.
We're gonna end this stream here. Kind of disappointed, but it is what it is.